Hello and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd and you are watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got some breaking news coming out here from the Houthi rebels down in Yemen. But right before we get into that, again, I just want to apologize once more for my voice. It's still kind of going out on me due to being sick lately. So my apologies for that in advance. But thank you so much for your patience here. So let's get right into the news. So the latest here is that we've got news here that the Houthi rebels have attacked once again another commercial vessel. This is the Pinocchio container ship. Okay, and it was attacked by two anti-ship ballistic missiles that were fired from Yemeni territory, according to CENTCOM forces. We don't have any damage or any injuries that were reported, thankfully. I do not believe the ship was hit, according to CENTCOM forces and according to Western media. But we did have Houthi military spokesperson Yahya Suri come out as well yesterday, and he stated that supposedly this ship was targeted, and they did hit the ship, and he described it as an American vessel. Okay, so according to Western media, this is a Liberian flagged container ship owned by Singapore. Okay, it's owned by a company called OMR 5 Incorporated. So supposedly, according to Western media, this is not an American ship, but the Houthis, are claiming that this was an American ship. So aside from that, we also had some self-defense strikes that were conducted inside of Yemen. Looks like CENTCOM forces conducted 6 self-defense strikes. We're going to be going over that here in just a moment as well. So let me get this up on the screen here. We're going to talk about this more in depth in terms of U.S. Central Command. So here it is, March 11th Red Sea update. Okay, this is the latest press release here from U.S. Central Command. So this is as of yesterday. Okay, today is March 12, 2024, and this is what went on yesterday in Yemen. So between 8:50 a.m. and 12:50 p.m. Sanaa time on March 11th, Iranian-backed Houthi terrorists fired 2 anti-ship ballistic missiles from Houthi-controlled areas of into the Red Sea toward merchant vessel Pinocchio. Okay, a Singaporean-owned Liberian flagged ship. So you see, they're not saying this is an American ship. The missiles did not impact the vessel, and there were no injuries or damage reported. Between 2:50 and 11:30 p.m. Sanaa time on March 11th, United States Central Command conducted 6 self-defense strikes, destroying an unmanned underwater vessel, which is an underwater drone. This is like the second or third time I've now seen the Houthis using these new underwater drones, kind of like a torpedo with a propeller on it, and they could attach explosives to it or turn it into like a torpedo bomb. And when it strikes the hull of a ship, it can blow it up. And 18 anti ship missiles in Houthi controlled areas of Yemen. It was determined these weapons presented an imminent threat to merchant vessels and U.S. Navy ships in the region. These actions are taken to protect freedom of navigation and make international waters safer and more secure for U.S. Navy and merchant vessels. So once again, another attack here on another commercial ship. This was the Pinocchio container ship, and this picture on the screen obviously is just for reference. I don't know if that's the actual ship that was hit, but that's the closest thing that I could find to supposedly the type of ship that was targeted, just for your reference, okay? And also, let's go into this Reuters article here. So it says Houthi missiles fired at ship in Red Sea, U.S. military says. So Yemen's Iran-aligned Houthi group fired missiles at a Liberian flag container ship in the Red Sea, but did not hit the vessel, the U.S. Central Command said on Tuesday. So according to CENTCOM, it was not hit. 2 anti-ship ballistic missiles were fired at the Pinocchio from Yemeni territory, CENTCOM said, resulting in no damage or injuries. So no damage or injuries reported. Houthi military spokesperson Yahya Suri earlier on Tuesday said the group had targeted and hit the ship, which described as American. So we've been seeing this quite a bit here, where the Houthis will come out and say that the ship that they targeted was an American ship or a British ship. Usually they say American whenever it gets denied by Western media and CENTCOM forces. But there's been many times where they've come out and said that a certain ship that was targeted was, American, and then immediately American media comes out and says, no, it's the opposite. It's not an American ship. So very interesting. There's obviously some sort of information battle going on there. So the Pinocchio is a Liberian flagged container ship owned by a Singapore registered company, OMR 5 Incorporated, according to shipping databases operated by Equasis and UN's International Maritime Organization, the IMO. Sari said the Houthi group would escalate their military operations during the Muslim holy month of Ramadan in solidarity with Palestinians in response to the war in Gaza. So, Ramadan has begun, if you weren't aware of that. Ramadan is the holy month. That's, that's going on over here in Israel. And so, with the Muslim population. So, yeah, they've clearly here stated that they're going to escalate their military operations on vessels here in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. Months of Houthi Red Sea attacks have disrupted global shipping, forcing firms to reroute to longer and more expensive journeys around southern Africa, and stoke fears that the Israel-Hamas war could spread to destabilize the wider Middle East. And here it says the United States and Britain have launched strikes on Houthi targets in Yemen and redesignated the militia as a terrorist group. Airstrikes attributed to a U.S. British coalition hit port cities and small towns in western Yemen on Monday, killing at least 11 people. So it looks like we had 11 Yemenis that were killed. I don't know if these were Houthi fighters or what they were. Maybe that information will come out later, but we don't have that as of yet. And 14 people were injured as well. My guess is that at least some of these people would probably be innocent civilians. That's what I'm thinking. Spokesperson for Yemen's internationally recognized government told Reuters. CENTCOM said it conducted 6 self-defense strikes on Monday in Houthi-controlled areas of Yemen. The strikes destroyed an unmanned underwater vessel and 18 anti-ship missiles, which CENTCOM said presented an imminent threat to merchant vessels and U.S. Navy ships in the region. So once again, another pretty big attack inside of Yemen with CENTCOM forces. This is U.S. and U.K. both were conducting strikes inside of Yemen to take out these anti-ship missiles. And according to CENTCOM, this underwater drone, the unmanned underwater vessel. Okay, so I want to say this is the first time that we've had actual reports of potential innocent civilians that may have been killed here. Because we do know there was just like a month or two ago, whenever there were strikes conducted, these were these U.S.-led coalition strikes inside of Yemen, that there was like 17 or 19, I don't know if I'm getting the number right, but somewhere around there, of Houthi rebels that were killed. These are Houthi fighters, okay? And now we've got reports that there's several people here that have been killed and injured, so dozens killed and injured. So I guess we'll find out later whether these are innocent people or not. But again, this is going to continue to get worse over here as time goes on, because now Ramadan is beginning, and supposedly Israel is supposed to start moving into Rafah here pretty soon, the southernmost city in Gaza, one of the last cities where Hamas is remaining. And I think things are really going to start to pick up here in the attacks. Expect them to intensify with the Houthis and also with Hezbollah in the north. I'll be doing a video on Hezbollah here pretty soon once I get a chance, because there's lots of information coming out as well from up there in the northern side of Israel. So if you got something out of this, please smash the like button. And also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell, that way YouTube can notify you. And with that, I hope y'all have a great day. Thanks again so much for tuning in and being patient with me with my voice. Hope y'all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless. See you in the next one.